today. We on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We on IG and we are on YouTube. And we live today. We're gonna get into it today, man. We're gonna talk about franchise belts for boxers. You know what I'm saying? Our fighters. Should they be awarded that kind of belt? You know what I'm saying? Is it fair to the other fighters that's out there? You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense to give one fighter, you know what I'm saying, a specialty belt for protection, you know what I'm saying, and not give it to everybody else that's a champion? You know what I'm saying? Because initially, this belt basically protects the top fighters so they can never lose their belt or they don't have to fight their mandatories and all that stuff. And does that make it fair? You know what I'm saying? To everybody else, because it's like everybody else has to follow by a certain set of rules, and these other fighters get away with murder. So y'all can go ahead and on the chat, y'all got any questions? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna start this off by saying, you know what I'm saying, it is unfair to create some type of belt in boxing. You know what I'm saying, where they basically the champions have protection. You know what I mean? And it's funny how, if you think about it, and not to even get in the race, probably a little bit about race, because if you look at it, if you just look at it, all the fighters are white, are, you know what I'm saying, are Mexican. They got the protection. And the black fighters don't get the protection. Why is that? You at that time when the belt was brought up, Wilder had 40 wins with 40 knockouts, and he wasn't offered the belt for protection at all. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford should have been the number one candidate to have that protection belt. You know what I'm saying? Never lost. You know what I mean? Never ever lost. Earl Spence never lost. He wasn't even offered the belt. And if he was, I guarantee you, because of his character, he wouldn't even take it. Because it's all about, you know what I'm saying, getting it out the mud with Earl. You know what I'm saying? The hard way. You know what I mean? Ain't no easy way. I can't get to a level of boxing and be a champion and then say, hey, I don't want to fight this fighter. You're a fighter. If you want to be the best, you got to fight the best. Floyd said it better than anybody on the planet. And also, let me get this in there before I can even start, because I forgot to even say this in the beginning of my video, especially on people that's on Facebook Live that's watching. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to donate to my channel, it's very simple. Go to Cash App, money sign, you know what I'm saying, Real Boxing Facts. Simple. Very simple. Let me get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? And also, if you have any boxers that y'all support, that y'all like, anybody that's in this game that y'all like, support, find a way to support them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can say. Let me wave to another partner that just came in. I do these live shows pretty much every day. I didn't do it. I did it on Saturday, but I don't normally do it on the weekend, but I do it Monday through Friday. So you can always catch me on here. Catch my YouTube page, which is Real Boxing Facts. And check out the videos I've already done. One of my videos is about to hit 1 million views, and I'm so happy behind that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work being out there in the field. You know what I'm saying? Getting these good interviews. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of interviews on my page, especially on my IG page. Y'all come on my IG page. That's Real Boxing _Facts. Okay, now that we got that out the way, there shouldn't be no fighter in the world. I don't care, Europe, Japan, China, Germany, you know what I'm saying, Australia, nobody should accept that protection app. I mean, that protection, not app, but that protection belt. You feel me? Nobody should be accepting that. And the reason why they shouldn't be accepting it is because, you know what I'm saying, that's not boxing. How the hell you consider yourself a boxing when just because the WBC offers you a protection belt, you go run and grab the protection belt so you don't have to fight certain fighters? To this day, for the last 5 years, Canelo has not fought Charlo. Think about that. Charlo has a belt. He got the WBC belt. And Canelo will fight anybody but him. Or Boo Boo. He won't fight either one. Now, there's a reason behind that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the footwork that these fighters have. And he knows that if he go in there and fight somebody his own size, Like when he fought Floyd. Floyd beat the shit out of him, but he wasn't even his own size. Floyd could barely make 146 pounds. How much do you think Canelo weighed? And how young Canelo was? Y'all can't say, oh, Canelo was too young. Well, he wasn't too young when he beat Sugar Shane Mosley. He wasn't too young then. He wasn't too young when he fought all the other fighters. You know what I'm saying? So he only became too young when he fought Floyd. See, that's where y'all hypocrites. Y'all don't even make sense. Y'all not even making sense no more. You feel me? And that's what's so crazy about boxing, taking something simple. See, I have more respect. See, Canelo got my respect probably about 70%. He can't get it all the way he challenged his career. He has, if you want to do the shit that he's doing right now, he has to fight the hard fights first and then cherry pick and pick who he wants to fight. But he refused to fight Charlo, just flat out. Now, you would think at 154 or even 160 or even 168, he would say, hey, okay, you want to fight Charlo? Let's fight at 168. That's the weight that I feel more comfortable with, and I've been fighting at. Simple. But what does Canelo do? He asked for or they gave it to him, a franchise belt. Come on, man. Imagine if Floyd Mayweather had took that route and did some shit like that. Just imagine that. Y'all be going crazy right now. You feel me? You know it, and I know it. You know, y'all need to stop playing on here, man. Just stop playing. Just, stop that shit. You know, y'all be going crazy if Floyd Mayweather took that protection. You know what I mean? But they wouldn't even offer it to Floyd, and he 50-0. So think about that. Think about it. That just tells you the sport of boxing right there. The state of boxing right there. You have fighters who's making up excuses. You know what one of Canelo's excuses was why he didn't want to fight Charlo? He said he was too boring. Really, Canelo? Really? Did you just see Charlo last 4 fights? He knocked motherfuckers the fuck out. I don't know how boring that could be. But motherfucker, he's knocking niggas out. Bing, 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 bing. Okay? So all that shit you talk about, man, y'all need to stop that shit, man. For real. Y'all really need to stop that, man. And then we got the other guy, Lomachenko. Now, people that's into boxing, Lomachenko is a great fighter. He had 300 amateurs, but how did he get those 300 amateurs? So that means basically he was a grown-ass man, 21, 23, 24 years old, fighting little 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds and the amateurs. So that's how he got his 300. I'm not knocking it. He got a lot of experience. We all know that. But they inflated this fighter. And the funny thing about it is that how you say he the best when he already lost? How you become the best when Salido beat you? You shouldn't even been offered the franchise belt. Your record ain't. You don't even have a record, motherfucker. You only got 14 fights, 15 fights. How the hell you gonna say you the best? So I knew that was some bullshit. So when Lopez challenged him, I knew he was gonna have trouble with Lopez. Because guess what? Lopez, he's a student of the game. He's been watching Floyd his whole life. So I knew he was gonna be throwing the body shots, and I knew he was coming the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? Because of his pedigree. Y'all say what y'all want about Lopez. He's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? He can be beat because he do make a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But he coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose. And that's what he told the world. You know what I'm saying? He told the world, guess what? I'm coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't ready to fight, better show up. That's what I want to hear in the boxer. That's kind of shit I want. See, I would have more respect. This is very simple. Instead of Canelo accepting that franchise belt, him saying, nah, I don't need that protection. I'm already good enough, which he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here knocking Canelo. I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? If he wants the boxing fans, the boxing world's respect, you got to do the right thing. You can't keep just going down this protection world and fighting all these fighters from the UK that niggas ain't never even heard of. If they ain't heard, who the fuck you talking about? You know what I mean? Who are these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? I would have more respect if he just said, you know what? Fuck. My next fight is Charlo. Win or lose. Because, see, if he won or lost, I still would have all the respect in the world for Canelo because of his past record and because he's willing to fight the best. Just like when he fought Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say he was too young. No, he wasn't too young. He just got his ass kicked. It's simple, y'all. This is not. You don't have to keep making up excuses for motherfuckers when they lose. He got his ass kicked, but what I respect about Canelo was when he got his ass kicked, he said, "You know what? Let me go back and let me learn something. Let me learn." So he borrowed a lot of moves from Floyd, which is that's not nothing big, a big deal. Floyd been laying out the blueprint for all fighters. You know, as a matter of fact, his fighter is Tank, but he was training Devin Haney. So that just tells you Floyd's character. He's telling you that, look, I'm willing to train, help everybody become great. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing in boxing you just don't do. How the hell you gonna train somebody that's supposed to be fighting your fighter, which is Tank? You know what I mean? But y'all not understanding the game. Y'all so busy hating on Floyd, you know what I mean, and criticizing Floyd instead of learning from Floyd. He literally sat there and got boxing training manuals on YouTube that you can learn how to fight. You know what I mean? Just by listening to him, he show you how to fight. You know what I mean? He giving you the game, but y'all fighters are too motherfucking deaf, dumb, and blind to peep game. What he always say? Boxing is about get hit and not getting hit. What y'all go do? Run in there and get hit. Boom! Get hit with everything with no defense. Y'all gotta understand you wouldn't have to have witness protection if you just learned a little defense. Just turn on the YouTube page and watch Floyd. That's all you gotta do. Watch the shit he do. He teach you. You know what I mean? You just gotta learn. That's it. It's no big deal. Okay. So guess what? I'm cutting it off with live on Facebook. But y'all Facebook members, if y'all haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go subscribe right now. That's Real Boxing Facts on YouTube. Go there, subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very simple to donate. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? It's Cash App, the dollar symbol, you know what I'm saying, and Real Boxing Facts. Okay? I'm cutting it off with Facebook because my battery's running low, so I gotta cut it loose. Gotta cut it loose. I'm sorry, all y'all people that logged in. I got quite a few people that's logging in, and I ain't even gonna be able to talk to y'all. I love y'all. I'm on here every day though. You know what I'm saying? Just check my YouTube page out. Go live with me. You can go and chat, chop it up, do whatever. I normally be giving up game on here, financial information, which I think a lot of these boxers need. You know what I'm saying? So they can become a Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna wave at everybody that's coming in on Facebook. A lot of people coming in, and I just want to tell y'all I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, I'm still on IG right now. Y'all can go on IG, Real Boxing Facts Live, and I'm still on YouTube Live. Y'all can go there right now. You know what I'm saying? And log in, and I'm out on Facebook. Facebook, I'm out. Okay, here we go. Now, getting back to the franchise champs. You know what I'm saying? The franchise champs that we have nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's pathetic. I'm just telling y'all, man. Boxing has become to this. Are you serious? You mean to tell me that the WBC created a belt where the fighters don't even have to defend? It can never be taken from them. What the fuck? And they're basically allowing more steroids in the game, WBC. Man, that whoever running that shit, I'm telling y'all straight up, them motherfuckers need to be fired. Fired. You know what I mean? Nothing else. Fired. Out of the game. Done deal. Over with. You know what I'm saying? They all need to be fired, man. That's pathetic on so many different levels. You feel me? And I don't even know what to even say about how the hell you gonna allow more steroids in the game. Why? What did Floyd teach y'all about steroids, man? What did he teach y'all? Come on, man. What the hell did he teach y'all about steroids? You know what I mean? This kind of shit don't even make sense, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up, y'all. That shit don't even make sense. How the hell can you allow a little bit more steroids in the game just because all the fighters, Mexican fighters, is coming up dirty. That's not fair to the motherfucking American fighters. It's not fair. How the hell you gonna do that shit? But see, this is all part of the corruption of boxing, and it needs to be stamped out. If you're a true boxing fan, y'all need to be calling them officers, calling them out, and all them people that's accepting them belts. Y'all need to be on their motherfucking line, telling them, you know what I'm saying, how you feel about that shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if they're your best fighter ever in life. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that. Matter of fact, this is my solution because I always got solutions. We just don't talk about problems here. We have a solution. What needs to happen is all the boxing fans, all the millions and millions of boxing fans in the UK and in America, we need to come together. Everybody pitch in $10. Okay? And that will become a lot of money. We create our own real boxing, you know what I'm saying, champs. You know what I'm saying? Not using my name, but I'm just saying we call it whatever you want to call it. We come up with a belt for boxers. And we can make this belt be the belt. If you're a bad motherfucker, you fight for this belt. And there'll be money behind it. If you win this belt, not only will we give you, you know, maybe a $5, because we're going to raise a lot of money. Everybody chipping in $10. We're going to have probably about $10, $20 million, maybe even $30 million if we all raise the money, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody wins this belt, and we'll keep the weight class very simple. You know what I'm saying? Very simple. You know what I'm saying? We have a weight class at 120. You know what I'm saying? We have one at 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. We do it 10 pounds just like that. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? And if you win a belt, we will give you a $2 million check. $2 million will be paid to you directly. That's not even counting the money you're going to get to fight the fight. You know what I mean? So if you got $1.5 million or $2 million, this is for world champions, y'all. We're not talking about up and coming fighters and fighters that ain't on that level. It's levels to boxing. Y'all do know that, right? So we talking about the champions. If these motherfuckers fight for that belt, you know what I'm saying, and win, we'll give you a $2 million a check. Cash. You cash that motherfucker that day and put it in your account. And that means if you win this belt, you are the best at that weight. We have all the fighters fight for it. You know what I'm saying? That's in your weight class. You come in, and all you do, if you're a champion, you got to be a champion. You apply and say, I want to fight for that belt at 160. And if you win this belt, this is the boxing world's belt. Because all them other belts, they didn't fell off. They're not what they used to be. It used to be like when Sugar Ray Leonard fought for the WBC, or when Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying, all these guys, you know what I'm saying, fought for that belt. It meant something. But they didn't lesser it by corruption. That's in the game. Because they ain't up for corruption. These are corrupt individuals. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got and it's so watered down, like one of my chat guys said, Carl said, you know, he's not lying. The boxing game is crap. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of spending my money. Like, for example, I had the zone for all last year. I said the other day in one of my videos, the whole organization needs to be fired. That's a goddamn shame. The whole organization, town announcers, you know what I'm saying, the people that put together, fire all them motherfuckers. See, I don't even like the way they do the video editing. Fire them motherfuckers too. You know what I mean? People that dress the motherfucking arena up. Fire them motherfuckers too. I don't like none of them motherfuckers. Eddie Hearn is a good comedian. He shouldn't be running the zone or the face of the zone. You know what I mean? He's a comedian. That's all he is. He likes attention. You know, he needs his own reality show. But all the other motherfuckers, they need to be fired. I'm not gonna talk bad about Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a funny guy to me. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? But he don't need to be in boxing. You know what I mean? He's more of a comedian. You know what I mean? He needs his own little reality show. I'm not gonna talk bad. You know what I'm saying? I met the guy. I interviewed him. Matter of fact, one of my interviews is on my IG where I interview because I get right to the point when I do interviews. I was talking about this step aside money with Wilder almost a year ago, 2 years ago, almost a year and a half ago, a year ago when we was out there in Vegas. I want to know straight up, is it going to be step aside money? Because I know it's a big money fight over there in the UK between Joshua and your boy Tyson, and that's a $200 million payday. I understand that. You feel me? But y'all got to realize this: there's certain things in boxing that we can't water down. So, like I said, my solution today is for all of us to come together, create a fund, create an entity, and this belt that we're creating is the belts of all belts. Because all the rest of that shit, them belts, they corrupt. They're all about money and it's all fucked up. Sanctioning fees and all that bullshit, and it's fucking up their clear vision on what boxing should be. And we got to come in and take over this shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to come in and just take over this shit. The fans, the social media people, we need to come together. Everybody didn't donate $10. I'm in. Put your hands up if you in. Put something in the chat if you agree. If you agree with what I'm saying, put ones there. That way I know y'all listening. You know what I'm saying? Let's see the ones, man. Let's see the ones in the chats. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that it can only be one belt. You feel me? And it can only be one belt in the world. There we go. We got the boxing knowledge. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. It can only be one belt. That's the only way us social media people, us YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, can all come together, you know what I'm saying, and say, fuck you, WBC, WBO, IBO, all of y'all belts. A franchise belt that don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that too. Fuck all the motherfuckers. And we all come together. Everybody chip in $10, you know what I'm saying, around the world. UK, Africa, Germany, you know what I'm saying? Italy, everywhere they got boxing. Everybody chip in $10. We create this huge fund and we'll make one belt. If you win in your weight class, we'll give you $2 million cash. You feel me? That's how it should be run. You know what I mean? And then that will clear out all them other belts, you know what I mean? After they see what we doing. And our rules is very simple. Olympic style testing, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with fighters that's too hurt. Now, we do know that every fighter, if you know boxing, because I used to box, okay, you're going to be hurting. Some type of hurting. But if you ain't too hurt, and if you're struggling, you know what I'm saying, you should be put on we should even have a boxing minimum wage for boxers that's on that level. You know what I mean? Championship level where they don't have to just sacrifice their life in the ring and get killed. You know what I'm saying? So we have something for them too. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain criteria that you have to qualify. We can't, none of this Pacquiao shit where, oh, my religion, I can't have no blood. No. We want blood testing, Olympic style. We want to be tested randomly. You know what I mean? We want to make sure the sport is clean. You know what I'm saying? In terms of weight, I don't know how we gonna do with this weight class shit where motherfuckers is losing too much weight, they're losing too much water out of their brain, and motherfuckers are going in there and getting knocked the fuck out. But we'll deal with that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the weight issue. That's the reason why I cleared it out and just keep it simple. 160. You ain't gotta strain yourself. You at 160, that's what we want you at. You at 160, you fighting at 160. The next weight class up from that is 170. Simple. This is very simple, y'all. It's not complicated. But these are the rules that we're going to put in place if you want to make that, you get that $2 million belt. $2 million cash. You got the belt and you got the cash. And on top of whatever cash you get for fighting the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll deal with the COVID issues where, you know, we can get the promoters so they can start making money too again. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, we need promoters, even though some of them don't do the right thing. We still need to clean that shit up too. Because, see, boxing don't have regulations. See, now y'all understand how important regulations is in boxing. You know what I mean? It's very, very important because now we got this crap we got now. We got an organization just can come in like the zone and try to flip the game, change the game up, but in the wrong way. Not even in the right way. You feel me? I can see if they came in. They came in with the same bullshit HBO had. It was damn near identical with the announcers and everything. They came in with the same bullshit, basically, protecting fighters that they're benefiting off of. That's why all this bullshit gotta be stopped. And we come up with that one belt. You know what I'm saying? And I see the ones. Put the ones in the chat. We want to see the ones. That one belt that's gonna eliminate all that boxing corruption. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense for a fighter who's a champion to say, hey, give me that franchise belt. Really? That's so disrespectful to boxing, man. How the fuck you gonna take a belt that nobody can fight for and you can never lose? What? Who the fuck made that shit up? What the fuck? But that's what we come to. That's where we at. That's where we at, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad that we got other fighters who didn't accept it. Bud, hats off to Bud. I mean, he needs to clean up his entourage. You know what I'm saying? And like I said the other day, I'm not dissing Bud, but he need to get all them people that don't need to be talking and they all need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? He need to get rid of Bob Arum like Floyd did. Simple. It's not hard. You know, and the reason why he can do that because he Bud. Everybody know Bud. Right now, if Bud announced, hey, I'm about to go fight whoever, you know what we gonna do as boxing fans? We gonna go buy it. You know why? Because he Bud. Simple as that. It don't get no, and when you got a name like that, you don't need no promoter. I know I'm gonna spend my $49 or $79. And y'all gonna spend y'all money some kind of way. Hopefully, if you're a real boxing fan, you're gonna go spend the money because you're gonna want to see it. Some boxing fans are gonna try to see it through streaming and all that other shit. But if Bud do that by himself, y'all be doing him a disservice. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. If Bud decide to go independent and he creates some type of a website that you can log on to and watch him live at his fight, that you know what I'm saying. And if y'all still at, then y'all ain't real boxing fans, man. I'm telling you straight up, y'all ain't real boxing fans. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop that, man. Y'all not real boxing fans. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: a real boxing fan is going to pay to see them. Simple. That's what we do. How much money do you think I spent on Roy Jones growing up? How much money do you think I spent on Mike Tyson? Come on now. How much money do you think we spent on Mike Tyson? That's why we love Mike Tyson. Not from what he was doing outside the ring. We knew he was a fuck up outside the ring. Because I mean shit, the motherfucker, he didn't grow up with no damn no structure or no rules and shit. He motherfucker grew up, he's saying what everybody in his neighborhood was saying, and he did what they did. That's natural for a kid to do. Y'all can't hold him to the same standard that somebody grew up in the suburbs. Y'all is retarded if you think you can. But motherfucker came and ended up making $400 or $500 million. And how you think a boxer is going to be after he made $100 million? He's not the same trainer. He's not the same fighter as he was when he was broke. Trust me. Only person I know in boxing that fought like he was broke was Floyd Mayweather. And I actually watched him. I used to be at the gym with him, watching that motherfucker train and spar. Okay? And that motherfucker was awesome. He would make fighters that's 180 pounds look like they don't even know how to fight. Big fighters. I think his dad is the one stopped him from fighting all them big guys. Because he's a little guy, man. Well, he ain't that big. You know what I mean? 149 pounds, 150, whatever. He's a little guy. But they never offered him no franchise, come up with a belt for him. They want to see him lose, which is sad. Okay? That franchise shit has got to go. You know what I mean? Like I said, we all going to create a belt. Us boxing fans and YouTubers, we're going to create a belt. And the belt is going to be for real motherfucking fighters. You got to be a champion to get to even apply for it. You know what I mean? So that means you got to have a belt in order to apply for it. You know what I'm saying? And that'll let you in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because all this shit that's going on right now is just unfair. We got like 5 million people got belts. Everybody a champion. Every time I turn TV on, everybody holding the belt. That can't be the case, man. That can't be the case. So basically with the belt that we trying to create to offset that franchise bullshit, We trying to make sure that the weight classes is very simple. Very simple. 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. That's the belts we trying to create to try to clean up boxing. Very simple. We got one belt. If you fight and if you win that belt, you get a $2 million check. Plus whatever money that you was gonna make for fighting the fight. You know what I'm saying? We're like a third entity coming in, changing the game. That's what we trying to do. We trying to change the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like Floyd did. Floyd changed the game by bringing in Olympic style testing. And it forced fighters that was cheating, like Canelo, got caught cheating. That's a fact. He said it was steroids in the meat. I kind of got to give it to Canelo. That was when I heard it. That was one of the best excuses I ever heard in my life. I said, God damn, that motherfucker Canelo, that motherfucker smarter than the motherfucker. He still got suspended for 6 months. I said, God damn, that motherfucker smart than a motherfucker. Steroids in the meat, which you know and I know, that's a fact. There's a lot of steroids in all the meats that we eat, but we never thought about that, right? We never thought that if we eat it, now we got steroids inside of us. So hats off to Canelo with the best excuse of the decade. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you avoid, you know what I'm saying, the boxing administration for landing down a more hefty fine. You know what I'm saying? You say some shit that could be real. Even though we know, all the fighters come out of Mexico, the motherfuckers be juicing like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Canelo has the best excuse. You gotta love him for it. You know what I'm saying? Only knock I have on Canelo, not that he accepted the franchise, even though to me that was a disrespect in boxing. But if he fight two guys, I just want him to fight two guys. Charlo and Boo Boo. Fight both of them. Get it out the way. Fight Boo Boo first, beat him. Then you fight Charlo, you win or lose. It don't matter. It don't matter, Charlo. Are you listening? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. As long as you tried to fight and you tried to win, that's the only thing that matters in boxing. We can accept that. You still gonna go down in my book just for trying. One of the best. One of the best in the world that ever did it. One of the most experienced boxers of our decade. The most improved, who not just lost against Floyd, but borrowed a lot of stuff that he did, which is smart. Y'all can't talk about Canelo for that. That's smart. You'd be a dumb motherfucker not to try to borrow some of the shit that Floyd taught him. You know what I'm saying? And improved on that motherfucking hook. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock him from doing that. And he went up in weight. He went up to all the three different weight classes. Can't knock him, y'all. I know y'all hate to hear that. Y'all hate when I speak the truth, but the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about all that kind of stuff, man, I keep it 100. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't like that because they be in all their little corners and they so much into their fighters, but you don't want to look at their flaws. You know what I'm saying? And it's very simple. We wouldn't have no franchise belt if we just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't need to have protection because we have real fighters. Fighters that's supposed to lose. You're not going to get protected. If you went in there and got your ass knocked the fuck out, that was supposed to happen. Simple. Now, whatever your record was before that, you would get honored for that. You know what I mean? It's simple. This is not hard. This is not, you know what I'm saying, something complicated. It's more like checkers versus chess. It ain't even chess. It's checkers. Real talk. This shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? But check it out, y'all. I'm on here like every day. I normally be on here about 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got up to an hour yet. You know, these shows is kind of hard. You know what I mean? And, you got to be able to talk and this and that. But I normally be on here for about an hour. Right now, what I normally do, I ask questions. If y'all have any questions for me, y'all can put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Anything y'all want me to talk about while we on here, you know what I'm saying? Just type it up. You know what I'm saying? Just put it on there. You know what I'm saying? And we'll start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Chinese, Mexican, it don't matter. If you're a boxing fan, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what it is. And we're gonna support our own regardless. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have a favorite fighter that's out there, please, you know what I'm saying, as a boxer, support them. You know what I mean? If you claim that that's your man, that's your fighter, you know what I'm saying? Send him some money, man. You know what I mean? That's the best thing you could do for a boxer is send him some money, him and his trainer. Send the trainer too. Trainers the ones that y'all don't know that be behind the scenes that don't get paid like the boxer. Even though he been with most of these trainers that been with them since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? But they don't get rewarded like the boxers. And they have accepted that. You know what I mean? Most trainers has accepted their role as basically being in the shadow of that boxer and accepted that they're not gonna get the money that they're supposed to get. So y'all motherfuckers cash out them some money, man. Zeal, you know what I'm saying? UPS, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Find out what their address is, send them some money, man. You know what I mean? Give them some money. That's the best thing you could do for a motherfucking boxer is send them motherfuckers some money. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to send me some money and help out with the channel, y'all can always go to Cash App, money symbol, you know what I'm saying? Real boxing facts. Real talk. That's what we talk about. We talk about real issues here. We don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't care if they're my favorite fighter. I'm going to keep it real with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. That's how I get down. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? They can either like me or not. When I be at the media events, you know what I'm saying? With my media credentials, I'll be behind closed doors. We be talking, and they either like us or they don't. You know what I mean? I don't know what relationship me and Clarissa Shields have. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? I know it didn't start off right. I know we did an interview that's on my page, on IG. Y'all go check it out on IG and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I gave to her in Reno. Real talk. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. So I said some stuff to her, you know what I'm saying, early years ago now. It's been years now that I just thought that it would make her a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't appreciate that. What I said. That's maybe because she was young and just now experiencing fame and money and all that. And that kind of clouds your mind. You know what I'm saying? But when you talking to somebody that got money and that's been doing this shit for 30 years, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that she could say to me that I ain't done and did. First of all, you too young. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old dude. You feel me? I've been in boxing before you even dreaming about boxing. You know what I'm saying? So if I told you something that I saw, you know what I mean? And, basically the only thing I told Clarissa Shields, you know what I'm saying? I just said, instead of headhunting, I said, maybe throw some more body shots and start breaking the fighters down earlier so you can get them out of there and you have more knockouts on your record. She got mad at me and blocked me. You feel me? And I'm just like, wow. I've always been a fan, even when she was fighting one of my fighters, Raquel, somebody that I've been supporting since they was in amateurs, Raquel Miller, and actually, ironically, her and another friend of mine, and they was in roommates in the Olympics together. So all this little fake beef that they got and all that other shit, man, come on, man, look, stop all that. Just keep it real. Keep it 100, man. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm saying. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to fight the girl, just don't fight her. It's simple. Ain't nobody forcing you to fight Raquel Miller. You come up with all the excuses. Oh, well, she got the same record you got. You fought more champions. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But in terms of getting it in, stop all them excuses like Canelo. Oh, Charlo's boring. Man, come on, man. Stop all that fake shit. Fight. Just fight. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? It's fight. Now, I do have one question on there. It says 33 too young to fight. Nowadays, too old to fight. It's too late to buy. Technically, you could get in. You probably only have about 3 years in the game. Probably by the time you're 36 before you start to really have to just hang it up. Because if you start boxing too late, most people that start boxing at that late age, they just do it for workout, just working out. Staying sharp. Because boxing is one of the best workouts that you could ever do. You know what I'm saying? Now, in terms of getting in there, you know what I'm saying, at that age, what's going to happen is you're going to be fighting against people that's been fighting since they was 5 years old. You know what I mean? So they know all the tricks and trades, and you can possibly get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because see, one good punch in boxing, you leave your brain dead or dead in itself. That's how dangerous boxing is. You know what I'm saying? People don't know that. You know what I mean? And I always try to tell people this. I say, y'all look at somebody, y'all want Floyd to get back in the ring because y'all want him to lose. The man is 44 years old, going on 45 years old. Why would you want a 45-year-old man to get back in the ring? Do you know that his skill, his mind is still sharp? Floyd's mind is real sharp. You know what I'm saying? But his reflexes are not the same. Look at Roy Jones. You know what I mean? Look at Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike Tyson looked great though. His reflexes look like I don't know what he's been doing to get his reflexes where they are now. But the reflexes are not the same. And Floyd realizes that. That's why Floyd refuses to fight real fighters. And he basically been fighting, you know what I'm saying, people that never fought before for the last 6 years. I don't know why y'all. He's been retired all this time, y'all. The man retired. He been retired. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna fight no real fighters because he know that he could possibly get hurt or get maimed in that ring. Boxing is no joke, man. When you to fight on Floyd level at 36 and 37 and 38 years old, y'all don't even know how much a blessing that was. You know what I mean? To see somebody that can operate like they was 20 years old and not get hit. He fought monsters. He fought Canelo. He fought Cotto. He fought De La Hoya. These motherfuckers are monsters compared to Floyd. Floyd he only 146 pounds. You know what I mean? He not a big guy. He fought monsters and made him look stupid. He fought Pacquiao and broke that fool down, which was impossible. Floyd, it was so bad, Pacquiao had to come up with excuses. I mean, he lied. He was like, "Oh, he's too fast. He moves so quick. I hurt my shoulder. You know, I tore my man. Come on, you got a torn rotator cuff? Really? Have you ever had a torn rotator cuff and tried to put your arm like this? This motherfucker taking selfies before the fight, so his rotator cuff wasn't torn. You feel me? Come on, man. Y'all need to stop lying. That's how all this franchise shit get put in place because we're allowing boxing to go down, y'all. Only way boxing is saved is if we keep it 100. We keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way boxing is going to be saved if we get back to the real shit. We keep good announcers, you know, people that do boxing in new media, you know what I mean? Like Boxing Ego, you know what I'm saying? Champ Side, you know what I'm saying? Blue Bloods, all them motherfuckers keep it 100. Y'all probably don't like them, but they gonna tell you the truth every day. I promise you that. They're gonna tell you the truth. Just like me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now you say Marciano versus Tyson, that'd be a good fight. I heard this is what I heard. Even though Marciano really didn't have nobody in his era, you know what I mean? And all the fighters that was in his era was old. You know what I'm saying? I heard Marciano used to stay in the gym 8 months out of the year. And I heard he hit like a truck. And that's real talk. So if he would have fought Mike Tyson in his prime, it would have been a good fight. I don't know who wins, but I do know that there have been some motherfuckers getting knocked the fuck down. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I do know that. I promise you that. It was going to be some knockdown because Rocky Marciano was a tough motherfucker, regardless of the era that he was in. He was in the era where he had no fighters, so he ended up having to fight his brother and all that other shit. You know what I mean? if you look at his box rec on his record, he got 49 wins or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Probably about 29 of them is cab drivers and bums and shit. But that's not, you can't knock that on Marciano. Marciano was a gym rat, and he had heavy hands. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what y'all want about his pedigree. His pedigree was more like a Sean Porter, where y'all can say what y'all want about Sean Porter, but when I pay to go see Sean Porter fight, he coming to fight. You understand me? Every round, he's coming to fight. And if you ain't ready To fight a person 12 rounds straight, don't fight him. Don't fight him. Because he's coming to fight every round. Full speed ahead. He's not backing up. He's coming straight for you. That's a Rocky Marciano. That's why if you did have fighters who didn't like fighting them, because they knew they was gonna have to fight. They was gonna have to bend down to get this win. That's a fact. He was gonna have to bend down to get this win. Now, I done went way over my time. I normally be on here. You know what I'm saying? At least 10 minutes, by 10 minutes. I try to keep it simple, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They need to get rid of the franchise belt immediately. We need to create that belt. These are the solutions. We need to create that belt. You know what I'm saying? That one champ belt. That's what we'll call it, one champ. You know what I'm saying? Where the fighters can fight for that belt and all them different weight classes that I mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the fight, they'll get a $2 million check. And that will clear out all that other shit they got going on. All that lying and bullshit and protecting fighters and all this other extra bullshit that we all don't subscribe to. Because all we want to see is a good-ass motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. Cash App, money sign, Real Boxing Facts, and let's keep it rolling, y'all. And we'll figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. I'll do something creative. It might be an open mic tomorrow where everybody just come in and we talk about, you know what I'm saying, different things that we don't like or that we like. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually came up with what's called a boxing minimum wage for promoters. If they had a 2-fight deal, you know, during the time that they have their fighters under contract, they have to pay them a boxing minimum wage, which would be $15 an hour, 40 hours a week to maintain the fighter. So the fighter don't have to be stressed about money and paying bills and this and that. They don't have to keep spending their purse money. You know what I'm saying? They can actually be getting a check. So that's something that I thought about a couple of videos ago. You know what I'm saying? I did a show on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check it out on YouTube or Instagram, either one. And like I said, hit the like button, y'all. Need those algorithms. And you know what I'm saying? Also, if y'all have a favorite fighter, support them. And that's all I can say. And I gotta leave it right there. Get that franchise belt out of boxing. And it's simple. I'm out.